Hello, this is Abhilash. So in this session, I am going to talk on the drafting committee composition of working and Constitution Assembly of India. Let's start with the Constituent Assembly, Miniature of India, Miniature India. So meaning of Constituent Assembly, the Constituent Assembly of India was elected to write the constitutions of India. Following Indians the independence from Great Britain, its members served as a nation first parliament. So you can see the Rajendra Prasad. Object of the Constituent Assembly to draft the constitutions, to approve the constitutions, and promulgate the constitutions. This was the three major objectives of the Constitutional Assembly. So, making up our constitutions after the independence from the British. The making of Indian constitutions, a body of well-defined laws to govern a state. भारत का संविधान. The constitutions of India means भारत का संविधान. What is the constitution? So we have discussed same in the last session as well. So let me cover one more time. So the constitution is the supreme law plan. All the others laws have to conform to the constitutions, and the constitution contains law concerning the government and its relationship with the people. A constitution is concerned with two main aspects: the relation between the government, different level of government, and the citizens, the relation between the government and the citizens. Why do we need constitution? We need a constitution to govern a country properly. The constitution defines the nature of political system of a country. Sometimes we feel strongly about an issue that might go against our larger interest or community, and the constitution helps us guard against this. All the three organs of government, executive, legislature, and judiciary functions within the constitutions. All these three organs of government, including ordinary citizens, derive their power, authority, that is fundamental rights, from the constitutions. If they act against this, it is unconstitutional and unlawful. So, constitutions is required to have an authority, allocation of power and function, also to restrict them within its limit. The people don't know their true power. So the power, the freedom, the religion freedom, the set up rules, the right against the exploitation, right to freedom, right to equality, all things has been written in the constitutions of India. Efforts of Congress for making constitutions. So there was the Nehru report, Nehru committee, which is worked in 1928. Motilal Nehru, the father of Jawaharlal Nehru, and it all readers drafted a constitution. So drafting of constitution started from the 1928. The Karachi of Indian National Congress 1931. Along with the Nehru report, it highlighted the inclusion of the following in the Indian constitutions. So along with the Nehru report, Karachi of Indian National Congress highlighted and added the below points in Indian constitutions: right to freedom, right to equality, universal adult franchise, safeguarding minorities. Government of Government of India Act 1935. The Government of India Act 1935 provide details for preparing the base of Indian constitutions. Election of 1937. Congress won 78 seats, and it helped Indians to gain experience in working of the legislature institution. Indian leaders were inspired by ideal of liberty, equality, fraternity of fundamental rights, practice of parliamentary democracy in Britain, Bill of Rights in the United States of America. So from this, Indian leaders were inspired. The forming of constitutions of India, the set up of Constituent Assembly. Constituent Assembly was set up as per the Cabinet Mission proposal of May 1946 by Sir Stafford Cripps Alexander Lawrence. The Constituent Assembly, the British sent a group of officials known as a Cabinet Mission. The cabinet mission formed the Constituent Assembly in December 1946. There was a dispute among the Indian national leaders and the partition took place. After the partition, and independence of the Constituent Assembly took up the work for framing the constitution. So there were 308 members who were elected by the Provisional Legislative Assembly, and the Congress ensured that all the committees get equal recognition. The Constituent Assembly, consisting of the Indian indirectly elected representatives, was set up for the purpose of drafting constitutions for India. In the event, it remained in being for almost 3 years, acting as the first Parliament of India after independence in 1947. The assembly met for the first time in New Delhi on December 1946. The last session of the assembly was held in the November 1949. Over the course of this period, 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days, the assembly held 11 sessions, sitting on a total of 165 days. The hope behind the assembly was expressed by Jawaharlal Nehru. The first task of this assembly is to free India through a new constitution, to feed the starving people and to clothe the naked masses, and to give every Indian the fullest opportunity to develop himself according to his capacity. So this was the first task to assemble in the Constitution Assembly. Compositions of Constitutional Assembly. So there was a total member which is elected 389, 93 members from the princely states and nominated by princes. No, and around 296 was the elected members from the public. Rajendra Prasad is signing the Indian constitutions. Anglo-Indian community. Anglo-Indian community, it was represented by the leader named Frank Antony. So Anglo-Indian community also helps to draft the constitutions of India. Parsis, they were represented by the leader named H.P. Modi. Some members of Constituent Assembly: Rajendra Prasad, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Dr. Sardar Patel, Maulana Azad, S.P. Mukherjee, K.M. Munshi, Sir Tej Bahadur, A.K. Iyer, H.N. Kunzuru, C. Rajgopalachari, Sarojini Naidu, Vijay Lakshmi Pandit, Frank Antony, and Anglo-Indians, Dr. S.C. Mukherjee, Christians, H.P. Modi, Parsis. These all are the some of the parliament leaders. Main male members, so main members of constitutions: Krishna Swami Iyer, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, R.M. Munshi. So these were the main and important member of the constituent. Main women members: Sarojini Naidu and Vijay Lakshmi Pandit. President of the Constitutional Assembly was Rajendra Prasad. The chairman of the drafting committee was Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. Drafting committee was formed with the 8 members under the chairmanship of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. The committee studied the constitutions of various countries and took the good features from the every constitutions and included them in the Indian constitutions. The draft was prepared by February 1948. So this is how under the chairman Dr. Bashar Ambedkar, there was a set of 8 members who has prepared the best of best features for the Indian constitutions, and this is how our Indian constitutions has been drafted, and this is our committee. Thank you. Best wishes.